Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rucha, Quadash. Alright? Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father of the world, and they calls God. And his only begotten Son's name is Yahweh Shai. Alright? That, of course, is in the ancient Hebrew. Alright? The Paleo Hebrew. Alright? Of course, I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutation to all the sincere Akim. Alright? That's, doing this work. Alright? The brother Amapa from Great Millstone Plaintables Camp. Here in Great Babylon. Alright? Coming in again with another quick edition GMS in transit. Right? Come in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Alright? I just was, in my travels as I'm always around Jake. Alright? And, I just, witnessed, I believe this one Jake, this old Jake, these two, the one might be an Edomite, though. He's a big nigga. Big Jake. Negro, so-called, right? Judite, alright? And it was this dude, he could pass off. He had a spirit of a Jake, possibly. But I ain't, couldn't try a spirit that much, from the distance, Of course, we don't want to, of course, judge based on the outward, So, you get that, of course, in what's that, Samuel's, right? Let me try to get that real quick. Let me see. I think that's Samuel's. Let me see. Outward. 16:7, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is Samuel's right here. See if it comes in focus. 16:7, right? It says, "But the Lord Yahweh said unto Samuel, Look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature," alright? "Because I have refused him. For the Lord Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on his heart." Which, the Hebrew word for heart right here is lab. Alright, the mind, alright, the spirit. Okay, so, we don't judge Israelites based on how they apparently look, though, of course, how, like the shade of their color is an indicator, and such, but that's not the end all. Alright, we got to judge the spirit. Alright, that's why it says, and let me get the verse. It says here in that's 1 John, right, the 4th chapter, in the 1st verse. It says, "Beloved," you see if it can focus. It says, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they be of the Most High," alright, of the power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because many false prophets are gone out in the world, alright, but, we gotta try, the spirits, alright, out here, alright? We have to try the spirit to judge if it's an Israelite or not, alright? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they have, of course, been scattered, right? And of course, our heritage is like a speckled bird. You read that in Jeremiah. Alright, so Israelites are going to come in all different types of, colors. Alright? They're going to look different, all different shapes. They're going to look like the heathen and all of that. Alright? Where the nation, they've been scattered. Alright? That's those Gentiles in the scriptures. Those Israelite foreigners. Those Israelites that take upon the, the customs of the heathen and such. Alright? They fell away. So, I'm going to go more into the account now. So you had a big ass Jake, right? And you had this other, he looked like a so-called Edomite in the flesh a bit, right? Meaning, he had, of course, the lack of melanin, right? In his skin. But I mean, he seemed like he had the spirit a little bit, but of course, you know, our people all messed up. So, you know, we have, you know, they're gonna be like so-called racist Jake being against themselves only because they're carnal, going by their flesh, right? You know, just seeing like, oh, he got black skin, and I'm look like a so-called white man, I'm gonna be racist towards him, all right? But you know, I mean, when it come down to it, the dude might have been a Jake, cause he ended up you know, they always, you know, they go and say about some, yo, I got so-called black friends and all of this. You know, that's one of the cover up by the Edomites, you know, so-called white men. But you know, when you go into it, you know, our people, they got Jake just totally confused, and they'll use it too. All right, not knowing that they going against, of course, their own brother. All right. Now, you know, so you say you gotta look like a, you know, Edomite kinda, right? Or you know, he looked like an Edomite. All right, just on the melanin tip. All right. Then you got big ass bold Jake. He apparently, what happened was, what I heard, the tail end of it was that, you know, the dude probably, I mean, he may have uttered, you know, I don't like black people, and then the other Jake, he ended up saying like, yo man, like, you don't, you know, he basically about to fight him, and then, you know, the dude said he did 10 years in jail and such, and you know, and all this other stuff. You know, I mean, of course, our people, you know, are all messed up, right, in the prison houses and such. So you know, the dude might have been, you know, he got the lack of melon, but he might have been a Jake. All right. This is a prophecy, right? You know, about this to indicate, of course, who the Israelites. One of these scriptures right here. This is what is it? It's Isaiah. Isaiah the 24th chapter, 42 and 24. It says, "Who gave Jacob, which is the you know, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right, for a spoil, and Israel, all right, which of course, you know, Jacob's name was later changed to Israel when he wrestled with the angel, to the robbers. Did not the Lord Yahweh, he against whom we have sinned? Did not the Lord Yahweh, he against whom we have sinned? For they would not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his law." Let me see, where's the, oh, it's like it. That's not the verse I wanted. The verse actually is right here. Right here. It's Isaiah 42 and 22. It says, "But this is a people," talking about the Israelites, "robbed and spoiled." All right, because you know, the Negro, Latino, and Native American, they robbed and spoiled of everything. You know, we go out to these work jobs, work these bullshit ass jobs, you know, and we get bring in little. All right, you know, of course, you know, bag with holes in it. You know, pursuant to Haggai, the 1st chapter and the 6th verse. And I mean, we just messed up out here. All right, smite with madness. You know, we under these curses. It says they are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. Okay, it says they are for prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none said restore. All right, so you know, our people, you know, being the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, they of course are in, of course, the prisons and such. All right, you know, being that this dude could have been a Jake, you know, who was actually having this argument with this other Jake. All right, but the dude looked like Edomite. But anyway, you know, when you go into it, you know, they about to fight and all that, and then this other Jake comes out of nowhere, and he's sitting there talking about, you know, I don't give a fuck, you know, who you is, and all this other stuff, and you know, I'm ready to rumble right now. You better watch your fucking mouth, faggot. And then this dumbass fucking dude, this dumb Jake, he gonna go say about some, yeah, I fucked your wife or your woman or some shit, and that's why they look like the way they look or some shit like that. So it was something stupid, you know. And it's like crazy how Jake, you know, they have learned the way of the heathen so much, where they, you know, they think that they glorify and doing wickedness, you know, thinking that adultery is cool, you know, and that's not cool. All right. You know, that's not definitely cool at all. You know, that's just a foolish thought. You know, to even be thinking that. All right. So, you know, the dude was telling him that one Jake. I mean, I think he Jake when you go down to it. He told him he was like, he's like, man, this ain't got nothing to do with you, man. You know, and you know, he you know, Jake crazy. They always hype and carnal, ready to fight and stuff. So, you know, dude, you know, he was just snapping it a little bit, and then, you know, he walked off, and then, you know, I basically was like, you know, I ended up saying to him, I was like, yo, he ended up talking about, like, of course, slavery and stuff, and then he, like, you know, how basically, you know, they had got with the women, all right, like, meaning the Edomites, slave masters, you know, and of course, you know, fuck with our women, raped them and such, right? And then he's like, yeah, man, he's like, I said to him, I was like, you know, they gonna be going back into slavery, right? And he's like, yeah. And this what this Jake goes and reply. He says, yeah, I'm putting them in slavery already by I got a so-called white baby mom, you know, which I don't know if he got an Edomite baby mom, but, you know, this is just, you know, it's just crazy how Jake, you know, I believe Jake, that spirit of that, you know, they getting ready for, of course, for this martial law and all this hell to break loose, and for Jake to really show, and everybody show they you know, to unleash, right? You know, Esau to be like a madman sparing none, right? And Jake to you know, to come back, you know, be that old lion, and you know, they gonna come into that race war, you know. So let me see, sedition again, sedition. I'm gonna get another verse and then close off. I just wanted to hit a little quick one. All right. You know, quick. You know, using of course the time. All right. You know. And I had another scripture. So anyway, I'm almost at the end of the bus trip too. It says 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, in the 16th verse. All right. I'm gonna start actually at the 15th verse. At 2nd Esdras 15, right, and 15, and it reads, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." All right. And it says, "For there shall be sedition among men." All right. In invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and their course of their actions shall stand in their power. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." You know, and this, of course, is sedition amongst men, and all this, and all this going to, you know, one man against another. This is going into martial law, is in race wars. All right, you know. So, I mean, that spirit is being riled up, man. You know, it's crazy out here. You know. Let me see. I got another precept, and I'm gonna close off. This is Romans, right? The 13th chapter, and 11th verse. It says, "In that knowing that the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe." All right, and it's time for Jake to wake up, man. You know, if you it's like if you you know, you understand this truth, you get is something which you are is really, you know, you can understand it. You might be, of course, you know, the hopeful elect. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom. Of course, call halayim la Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Hashem Rakah Kodash. All right, and all praise the Most High and the Son. With the belongs to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to all the sincere Akim doing this work. All right, this is another edition of GMS in Transit. Real quick. All right, shalom.